What? Oh my. We're back in more Urban Myth Dissolution Center. We're beginning chapter 5? Yeah, chapter 5. And we're doing things a little different. I've got webcam on because one of the goals was hit, so enjoy that, I guess. So 5. Shadow of Guilt. There was a hair in the other room then. That was kind of annoying. The alumni cards, each with a prophecy. Each of these cases so far had a card at the site in some way. I somehow had one myself. Aiko-san had the first, Kimiko-san had the second. The third, Mr. Gasmask, I think. Fourth card was in the cursed box we brought back from Mayasuki-san's. You heard about Mr. Gasmask, but it's rumored that all of them have gone missing now. Oh, really? If the rumors are true, it warrants the card's reputation for bringing misfortune. I hope everyone's alright. Director, these cards. The background art seems connected. Good eye, Mrs. Ami. It's time to think about what these cards mean and how they come together. Ooh, Jasmine. Apologies for the delay. Anything new? Still assessing the information I found at the closet. This series of cases involving the alumni cards may be part of some bigger plan. You suppose your partner and her devastation and judgment card were part of it? Yes, I suspect so. I know, she always looks like Jury to me as well. There has to be some direct, like, inspiration. The design on this devastation and judgment card. The angel monument at the site of the Tenchu incident. Mr. Gasmask's card shows the same thing. Also a stairway, a lock, chains, a key, and watchful eye. They're all shown. The eye in the darkness card has chains. Reflection of death shows a key. Permeating blight shows a lock. So among the motifs shown in devastation and judgment, the only one remaining is the other key. What happens when we have a full set? The alumni card with the key. It's likely we'll come across it during this upcoming case. So there is a request coming in? Indeed. The request is from the CEO of a tech company. He was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Whatever these cards may mean, perhaps the case will bring us closer to the truth. The alumni card's prophecies are coming full circle. We should watch what the Zimmers are up to. If something happens to you or your partner, it's all part of the job. I didn't think you'd care so much. Commissioner Tomiri, I'll have you know, I care as much as you do. Many international conferences and ceremonies this month, leading to a higher number of global VIPs visiting Japan. Security Director Kurosawa of the National Police Agency stated that the police were on high alert in light of the rumored terror attacks. Busy world. Jasmine, isn't this request kind of strange? So he was robbed of something important, wants us to recover it? Each one is strange, but yeah, this one's kind of different. Why haven't they called the police anyway? That's right. If they know something was stolen, the police will listen to them. Should be better odds than having us look for it. It smells of special circumstances. Yeah, I think you're right, Messer. I think it was the guy from the park called an anomaly. Yeah. He appeared in the first chapter as well. He was watching them drive away to begin with. Really sus. Thus the need for discretion. Is this Mr. CEO secretly up to no good? In that case, investigate Fukurai. Your mission is to assess the client's reputation and related rumors. Understood. I'll start doing some social media research. If I remember right, UTech Priority's CEO was Kurosawa or something. You know him, Jasmine? Oh no, I just happened to see him mentioned. Might have been a news article somewhere. Kurosawa, check in the reference doc. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO, UTech Priority. So Mr. Big Time is asking for our help. Kind of fishy, eh? He must have been on the top floor of a skyscraper. I'm sweating already. I heard the check for rumors of shady biz or bad rap. You're right, checking right now. This UTech Priority's official account. UTech is a company that provides IT support to Japanese companies. UTech Priority, a tech company. Corporate account without gimmicks. It's quite a following. See some movement on UTech. We should search the company name. Please do. UTP's quarterly report, significant increase in profits by 50.1. UTP for UTech Priority, I guess. Is that impressive? Can't say I'm the best person to ask, but I guess so. This company's doing well. It went public 3 years after it started. The CEO seems a bit shallow. The company itself has a solid reputation. That means they're doing really well. I wouldn't know how to explain it right, so I'll just say they're doing super well. The headquarters is in a high-rise in Toranomon, isn't it? Means we're about to go in. You're that nervous? This company with strong ties with the government agencies and large corporations. They seem good at those connections. Government agencies? You know, doing work for the country? Working for the government seems like an easy way to earn a lot. Working for the government is an easy way to earn a lot. Not possible, it's a ton of work. It must be tough dealing with government information, but it's super stressful for those working on it since they'd be fired immediately if they mess up. Super stressful job, fired immediately if they mess up. In that sense, our work is a breeze. It'd be real entertaining if one of the engineers from those types were to post Kaiba Ichiran here. Kaiba? Well, there's an urban myth that says if you post that on your socials, very occasionally you'll get a reply from the dead. A thing where dead people respond to you, engineers can't do anything about that. Wait, responses from the dead? What would they be saying? You'll just have to post Kaiba Ichiran yourself to find out. I'd like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sales techniques. Is it all down to Kurosawa's skills? Kurosawa, the power of the CEO sales skills. The CEO guy, Yuya Kurosawa, may have more business skills than we think. People seem very impressed with the CEO. He's young, probably get paid a lot more than what his job sounds like. Yes, Yuya Kurosawa's reacting. Search that up. I wonder if what kind of things they'll say about him. UTech Kuro Kurosawa. Exclusive interview with UTech's priority Yuya Kurosawa. His unbelievable climb to the top. I understood my path only because I took a detour. Kurosawa seems so young, but he's already a CEO. Isn't that true for most CEOs in tech though? Assets of 700 million yen. Wow, can't believe that Yu is now a tech company CEO. Assets of 700 million? Doesn't he ever have to work again? I hear this all the time. Playboys in the 20s suddenly put together in the 30s. Really? Around 30 is when you learn that life is easier if you take it seriously. I hear Yuya Kurosawa was born into affluence. His family home is enormous. Affluence, like he was rich since childhood? Since he's successfully running a business, I wouldn't say he's totally ignorant. If he was born rich, if your parents have money, you'll succeed at anything. Man, I wish I got super rich parents. Social ranking gacha. Parents of the social ranking gacha? If social hierarchy was a game and your parents were... Never mind, it's too much to explain. This means you got lucky, being born into a wealthy family. Interesting. Person who inherited power, huh? The world will never change until rich ruling class changes. Person who inherited power? Someone who gets their privilege from the wealth of their parents passed down. There's GR again. What is that GR supposed to mean? Grade rare? GR. What could it mean? I passed Yuya Kurosawa on the street yesterday. He had a big sunglasses and flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb or something, but he didn't look that arrogant. Seemed nice. Big sunglasses. Guess that's the standard CEO attire. Depends on the person. Oops. Glaring at people who want to say hi. Do you think Kurosawa is a scary person? Depends on the time and place. Everyone has their moments. He's got a salesman switch and then his private one. Without doing that, you can't last long as CEO. Salesman switch and private one. Do you think I'm different on the clock? Nope. He could write an autobiography about his huge success story. Ex-popular live stream group leader. Sounds like he's worked hard. Yuri Kurosawa's success story, huh? Interesting. Kurosawa-san sounds like an impressive person. Why would such a big name CEO come here to help us? I wonder what happened to him. I've only heard people talk about him as if they saw some celeb in town. Haven't heard of any real issues yet. Unlike with Mayusuki-san, his company seems to have a good reputation. All that's left is to talk to the man himself. Good luck, Tammy. Looks like it's in that building there. Jasmine, isn't that an actual skyscraper? You know it. CEO must hold up in his penthouse. So I should just tell the reception lady that we have an appointment? Yep, also try to relax a bit. Understood. Hello, excuse me. We have an appointment today? We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. You're from Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Yes, that's right. We were expecting you. This way, please. Mr. Kurosawa, they have arrived. Ah, hello. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Prairie Co. This is my secretary, Miss Iyamoto. Apologies, she joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Azami Fukura from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And this is Miss Toma. My colleague, Tamarigi. I hope we can help to start this off. Your request involves the recovery of a stolen item. Yes, about that, Miss... What, he's forgotten again? Kiyomoto? I'll handle this, you can get back to work. Understood, sir. Doesn't Kiyomoto-san know what's going on? No, she was unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics. Yeah, I'm sure that an intruder was here, and I'm the only one who realized the fact. What do you mean? I want to call the police if you're a natural intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us. So we'd prefer to keep things under wraps. Also, I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Strange happenings. Sounds like something we can handle. I'm having the security camera footage analyzed, but that will still take a while. During my account and my secretary should tell you how strange all of this is. If you could kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. You've forgotten it. I'll be honest, so did I, Master. Dammy. Yes, Jasmine? Better watch your back with this one. Can't tell us details, hasn't called the cops, both yellow flags as far as cases go. Kurosawa-san is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. He goes. Yeah. There's some kind of mechanism on the door. Is this the lock? He said something was stolen, but this room looks hard to break into. Maybe I should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. Why are you staring at me? Looks like you're getting the hang of all this. About the investigation. I guess the only way to get started is to look into what happened around Kurosawa. Something weird happened and he wants an objective opinion from us, whatever that means. Yeah. He mentioned the secretary Kiyomoto-san doesn't know about 2 days ago. But we should talk to her anyway, being objective and all. Yes. Why does Kurosawa-san want us to look into this? Maybe have us private investigator types dig up dirt on his secretary? Anyway, step 1 is figuring out what this strange thing is about. You're right, I'll try asking first. Yeah. Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Kiyomoto-san, secretary, right? Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has instructed me to answer you truthfully, as I actually saw things happen. Please ask me anything related to your investigation. Could you tell us about 2 days ago? Did something happen? You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me to, but I have no idea what this is about. See, could you kindly tell me what you saw? Very well. Today our CEO had a meeting with a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later. See, and then greeted him when he came back, and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. I haven't noticed anything. See, thank you. You need a key to enter this room. Yes, a security card. Do all members of your staff have a security card? Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO room while he's absent. Very strange. Security camera like the one Kurosawa san mentioned. The intruder made it in regardless. Reintroducing myself, Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Prairie Co. Please ask my secretary for anything else she knows about what happened 2 days ago. Understood. What happened 2 days ago? Kurosawa-san, could I ask you what happened 2 days ago? What I can tell you right now is that something precious was stolen. The rest I'll disclose once you've talked to my secretary. I have. Kimoto-san didn't seem to know anything. I wonder if there are any traces nearby that might provide a lead. Yeah, I'm just gonna check again. Yeah. CEO's desk. This chair must cost a fortune. Need to be careful with the CEO's desk. What's this? An alumni card. Wait, no. Is this case part of the prophecy too? Yeah, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is. But Kurosawa-san, this isn't this. Is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation? Well, not quite. Then please return it to where it was. Continue investigating. I will. Sorry. Is this shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel this shadow's looking at me. Or am I overthinking this? Oh, has this guy got a special power as well? This shadow, is it Kurosawa-san? Or maybe it's the intruder. How do I tell them apart? It's like they're touching the desk drawers. Wait, is it me or is the shadow looking this way? Or not? This shadow is rummaging through the drawers. It's taking something out. It's holding something, can't make out what it is. Maybe we should examine the desk itself. Yeah, let's have a look over this way. Nothing. Let's go back to the desk then. The shadow is taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Was anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san. May I ask you something? Certainly. Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk? Top drawer? By the desk drawer specifically, I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, of course, this is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as an investigator. Not that you'd believe me or anything, sorry. Interesting. Yes, you believe me? Yes, I find it very intriguing. I feel you might be very useful for the case at hand. Useful? I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary too. Okay, Yumoto-san? Okay, I guess. He's acting so weird. Yumoto-san, could you spare a moment? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa-san take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mention it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. Red card-like object? Not a security card? Those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you, noted. I'll check Kurosawa-san as well. If something is missing, then there really was an intruder here. This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about the CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I greeted the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod, as he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left. But to be precise, one moment he was taking out the red object, and the next moment he was gone. Gone? Didn't he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of the CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. I see. He seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up. Is there a hidden room? In the elevator? Ask you something? Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something. Shot her to death. Do you remember what it was? I think it's 2 days ago I didn't come back here after the client visit. Huh? So it's impossible for me to have taken something away. But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san... What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san? Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She said you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. As she's bringing up this up voluntarily, I don't think she was merely looking away. Let's see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Could you please double check with my secretary just to make sure? Okay. I'll check with Kiyomoto-san one more time. This guy's full of it. He is absolutely full of it. If something was stolen, the police should give you their attention. Will you become contact the police? The thing that was stolen the other day? It's actually something top secret. Oh, top secret? It's an important matter that affects our very reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation. I see. He's so full of it. I need notes on the people I met. Kurosawa-san is the CEO of a tech company. He says something was stolen. What was it? A red card-like object. That's it. The stolen item was a red card-like object, so... But isn't he going to tell us what it was? He hasn't called the police either, which is rather suspicious. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes. Question. 2 days ago, you were in the room with Kurosawa-san, correct? Well, yes, for maybe just an hour or so. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual? No, it was the CEO I know. So he took a red card-like object from the drawer and left with it. Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away that red object. Was that the important item our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. And still, he did take it out of his desk while I was watching. I need notes on the people I met. Kiyomoto-san is the CEO's secretary. Kurosawa-san had trouble remembering her name when it was... When was it she joined the company? Recently. Recently, that must have been why he couldn't remember her name. Maybe there's a lot of people coming and going here, just a guess though. I need to think things over a bit. I talked to Kiyomoto-san's secretary and Kurosawa-san asked me to. For her, 2 days ago was just a regular day. Yeah, actually something wasn't missing even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office. Strange circumstances indeed. Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did? If something is missing, there must have been an intruder in some way. I wonder why their stories are so different. Maybe the intruder was disguised. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look like Kurosawa-san? Maybe the intruder was disguised so they would look like Kurosawa-san. Kiyomoto-san's story about the missing item was accurate. So whoever it was that seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, did they look so alike that you could mistake them? I need to learn more about the intruder. Right, what do you... No, go back to you. Nothing new there. Camera. Kurosawa-san mentioned that he's having the security camera footage analysed. Maybe they've heard back. I should check with the secretary, Kimoto-san. Yeah. About the security camera you have there. Is there footage available for checking? Our General Affairs team who handles the cameras sent us images a while ago. Here they are. Thank you very much. Who does this look like to you? It's our CEO for sure. Looks like it. I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. I asked Kiyomoto-san for this image from your security camera there. This is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? Oh, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Could it be that you've simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? That isn't possible. My client counterpart can attest to that. And there is something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly yourself. I'm as surprised as you are. Good going. Jasmine, I think I've picked up on what I can here. So how's the CEO then? Something does feel off. He won't tell us about what was stolen. And he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? Definitely seems like he's hiding something. Yeah. It's from the director. How's it going? It seems you're done with your initial investigation. Yes, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, aren't there? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing, and the clairvoyance shadows in the office felt different somehow. See. Also, I saw an alumni card. Kurosawa-san had one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let us begin then. What are we dealing with today? Locating a stolen item and recovering it if possible. The request for this case is rather unusual considering our unusual fare. Yet it seems this case was made for us. First I thought it was just a burglary. But with the alumni card showing up, something strange must be going on. We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin the identification. Now let's start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa-san experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what's going on. That's right, so we asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago. So, Mr. Zambi. Yes? What were the strange circumstances that Miss Kiyomoto described? Security system. Kurosawa appeared but wasn't supposed to. That Miss Kiyomoto that wasn't supposed to. Kurosawa-san appeared though he wasn't supposed to be there. Kiyomoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. So the intruder entered the CEO's office as if they were CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. But this myth is going to be a doppelganger, right? Or like doppelganger from another dimension or something. Moving on. Mr. Kurosawa, imposter, came to the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the only one who saw him. Her account of that day included an important characteristic of this intruding entity. So, Mrs. Ame, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Miss Kurosawa's imposter? Between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office until he left. Little non-verbal greetings, a greeting which turned out awkward. Spoke they usually though. And between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office, until left. Greeting which turned out awkward. They did speak to each other, but the CEO's voice was strange. It was squeaky and weird, as if he was breathing helium gas. Your imagination is something else. You might have a knack for writing screenplays. However, you are currently on duty as an investigator for the center, so please focus. Oh, I'm sorry. Simple. Kiyomoto-san mentioned they talked as usual. There wasn't anything unusual. Did Miss Kiyomoto really mention having a conversation? This is important. Please tell her. Oh, so it wasn't that either. Simple non-verbal greetings. I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod, but they didn't speak. That's what they usually do, so she didn't find it strange. Precisely. Miss Kiyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they had any form of conversation, this would have turned out differently. My final question. Was Miss Kiyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed, furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kiyomoto never doubted the imposter. And yet a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? What kind of entity is the imposter then, who showed up at the CEO's office? Living spirit, an entity almost identical. A fox morphed. Tangible entity with an appearance practically identical to Kurosawa-san. Maybe a clone or some kind of copy. The security camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. And yet, Mr. Kurosawa-san himself can prove that he was somewhere else at the time. As if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. Oh, it's always there, Sonic, yeah. They did not converse, and yet the security camera footage shows the person existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these parameters. It's doppelganger, right? Yeah, called it. Interesting, very interesting. Doppelganger. The doppelganger? A duplicate of yourself that exists in the same world, with no indication of since, when, or why they exist. Only the person themselves would be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. You'll die? We should warn Kurosawa-san to be very careful. So he recovers what was taken. I didn't know the doppelganger was such a scary urban myth. That reminds me, the same Mr. Kurosawa sent us an additional request. We'll handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while. But no need to worry. I'll leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands. But director, what happened? The director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay to run? Is it that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll just be as usual. You're right. Maybe we'll be okay. Huh. Oh, home at last. Sir? What is it? Oh, I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. What? Oh my god. That's way worse than I imagined. Today's menu, we go check Kurosawa's place. And it seems he ran into his doppelganger. When he called, he was so worked up. I saw it was in my room, it ran away, and so on. Is DG the doppelganger? I wonder if he's okay. Well, he did call us himself and seems safe for now. Though we should wait on mentioning of the supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. He was at least well enough to have called us. How about the boss man? Business done yet? I don't know, I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo Dissolution is coming up. No way, I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll look into the doppelganger rumors. Is there anything else that you'd like to me look up? My little investigator Zami has grown up so fast. You think so? Can you add Zimmers to your research list? There have been a lot of incidents related to them lately. But are there any connections between Kurosawa-san and Zimmers? Haven't you heard? The Zimmers hate Kurosawa with a passion. Not really a big deal if he's just people's opinions, but Kurosawa haters are getting bolder. Understood. I'll look into the rumors on the doppelganger myth, Kurosawa haters. Yeah! And we'll do that on the next one. I hope you're enjoying this. I like this game a lot.